Alright, so we're back in the big old WWE save. This is the go home show for Extreme Rules, the pay per view. Someone's playing Dead by Daylight on my Steam list. And we open up the show with Zack Ryder. And Zack Ryder, he's got his World Heavyweight Championship that he won at WrestleMania. And he's like, damn, I have defended this thing. Not at all. I'm so excited to defend it against Sheamus, so I can just be done with that. But, when I do defeat Sheamus at Extreme Rules, I've kind of said this before, but I want SmackDown to enter a new era. An era where we don't got to worry about heels running the place. We're not afraid of John Cena. He's not even on the show anymore. He's on Raw, apparently. We can just have an actually good wrestling show, kind of like Raw was for a bit there until the Triple H show happened. I agree totally with my co-patriot? I don't know. Co-holder. No, that's not how that would be either. The fucking WWE champion, Daniel Bryan. We need to get past that area. Heels shouldn't be interrupting faces every time. And of course, the Miz music hits, and Zack Ryder's like, God fucking damn it. So the Miz takes like 60 minutes to enter, kind of like the Kenny Omega cleaner entrance. And Zack Ryder's like, Miz, what the fuck do you want? And Miz is like, I'll just get straight to the point since you want to be straight to the point. And Zack Ryder's like, you're not going to be straight to the point. And Miz is like, I am the A-lister. I was the face of this company for a long, long time. Longer than anyone has ever been face of the company for. And everyone in the audience collectively goes, bruh. And as that face, I held the WWE Championship, but I've never actually held that World Heavyweight Championship before. Zack's like, I have Sheamus already. Can we do this another time? You do this some other place? And this is like, I don't think you take me seriously, Zack. Zack's like, no, of course I don't. Daniel Bryan made you look like a literal tiny bitch on the draft show. And WrestleMania as well. You tapped out both times, and you were literally screaming in pain. I'm not going to take you seriously, Miz. You are not the type of person to take seriously. I'm sorry to offend you, but that's just how it honestly is, bro. And Miz goes, you know what? Why don't me and you have a tag team match for later? I'll take Sheamus as my partner. You take Dolph as my partner. And Zack Ryder's like, okay, fine, whatever. We doing this shit again? Okay. And Zack Ryder just leaves Mrs. pissed that Zack Ryder is not taking him seriously. And we also have our main event for the night. We then have Beth Phoenix and Velvet have a match. These two teams, they're collective teams. Beth with Natalia. What? And Velvet with Katie Lee going to fight on the Extreme Rules pre-show. And Beth Phoenix does pin with the Gland Slam. Pretty clean win. Back and forth match went almost 16 minutes, These are kind of the workhorse divas that we got going here. Astrid's kind of in that group at this point, but not too much. But, AJ Lee, Madison Lane, Velvet, Beth Phoenix. Those are the type of women that can go for long periods of time. And then after that, we have a basic squash match from Lince Dorado, who's in our developmental. Gets put to sleep by CM Punk. CM Punk just kind of toys around with him a bit. CM Punk obviously a huge get from Raw in the draft. And then he gets a microphone. Well, he doesn't get a microphone. Rey Mysterio comes out with a microphone. And Rey Mysterio's like, Punk, what you did to me, you screwed us. We could have won last week's main event. Rey Mysterio actually fucks that up in the promo because he's Rey Mysterio and can't fucking talk. He's like, CM Punk, you're no good. Slamming CM Punk gets Mike. He's like, can we just get on with all this boring Rey Mysterio feud shit and just say you want to have a match? And Rey's like, yeah, let's have a match. Like, even he's done with this shit now. And CM Punk's like, God, I fucking hate feuding with you so much. Anyway, see you later, Rey. And he just leaves. So, yeah, CM Punk and Rey Mysterio going to have a fight. Everyone's fucking goddamn excited. And we have a kind of six-man tag between the Sin Cara and Gabriel team versus the Sabres Perfection. The teams are being led by two men who are going to clash at Extreme Rules, Samoa Joe and Mr. Money in the Bank, Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre and Samoa Joe have just started beating the lumps out of fucking each other for the past couple of weeks. And Samoa Joe actually gets the Coquina Clutch locked on to Curtis Axel to get the win. While he puts it in the Coquina Clutch, he's just looking at Drew McIntyre. Normally this would scare the shit out of somebody, but when it comes to Drew McIntyre, he's just not really that scared. Well, I mean, he respects Samoa Joe. He's not like Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder doesn't give two shits about The Miz or Sheamus, but Drew McIntyre knows the threat that Samoa Joe is, but he also knows that he can go toe-to-toe with Samoa Joe. They've done it before. He'll do it again. We then have basically a hallway segment where we have the Intercontinental Champion, Colt Cabana. He's walking with his belt, and his scheduled opponent, Jinder Mahal, comes in. He has like the Maharaja outfit he had when he won the WWE title, and he looks like he's about to speak, and Colt Cabana just walks right past him. He's like, fuck off, and yeah, Jinder Mahal just gets really sad, and yeah, no, Jinder Mahal can't cut a fucking promo, so that's how that works. We then have Dolph Ziggler getting ready for his tag team main event when Ted DiBiase comes in, and he's like, bro, how come you're doing a tag match without me? And Dolph's like, we've been like tag partners for like a couple months, dude. Like, it's okay. We're still on the same show. We're not like breaking up. And Ted DiBiase's like, oh my god, thank God. I don't think I can do another singles run where I don't do shit again. And Dolph's like, okay, you need to calm down, dude. I've got this main event to worry about. Ted's like, yeah, you do good in the main event. Kick the shit out of The Miz, because The Miz fucking sucks. And Dolph's like, well, we can agree on that. And they like yuck it up because The Miz apparently just fucking sucks. Then we have the semi-main, a very good match between Batista and Goldust, and following interference from Mark Henry just kind of like runs as fast as he can and tackles Goldust, leading to a Batista bomb. Batista getting up a pick win. The Mark Henry Goldust thing is apparently still going on. Don't know why. I know why. It's because there's nothing better for them to do, and I think it's funny that it's like a 1999 feud. But after that, Batista basically gets a microphone, and he's like, I know what you're all wondering, why I beat up the Young Bucks, and everyone's like, literally no one gives a shit. And he's like, I beat up the Young Bucks, not because I was angry about losing, not because I was been made a fool, but because they are small. Small people in this world are very bad. Big people like me are very, very good. Take a look at history's greatest figures. Look at world conquerors like Napoleon. They weren't small. And then he like stops for a bit, and he's like, well, I know another conqueror, and then he stops because he's like, oh, I can't say that on TV. And he's like, he literally is like, this promo's falling apart. I don't know what to do. Bam! Did they just massive 2 super kick, a double super kick from the Young Bucks, get the revenge on Batista. And at the commentary table, Michael Cole goes, they call that move the super kick. And Booker T's like, Michael Cole, what the fuck are you talking about? Everyone knows what a super kick is. So Michael Cole, he almost came up with a super kick party, but he'll have to wait a bit for that. And then we have our main event, an exceptional match. Sheamus and The Miz actually get the win over Zack Ryder and Dolph when The Miz pins Zack Ryder with a handful of tights. He had to cheat to win, but he was able to pick up the victory. And honestly, Sheamus and The Miz showed excellent chemistry teaming together. Very interesting. Miz is in a lot of good tag teams for some reason. That I don't know if I actually want to use. There's the Triple H one, which that's interesting, but you know, this it'll be good. I will save that note for later in case anything happens with that. But Zack Ryder apparently should have took The Miz more seriously, especially because after the show, The Miz then just picks up Zack Ryder, and he just beats the shit out of him. Sheamus comes over to help. They like double team Zack Ryder a bunch of times, and then The Miz turns around and hits the why can I not remember his move name? It's the stroke, but with the fucking... I'm having a genuine fucking seizure right now. I don't know why. It's not I want to call it the final cut for some reason, but that's the thing that Goldust did. Whatever, fuck it. He hits the fucking move. He beats the shit out of Sheamus, too, is the bit. And The Miz actually stands tall over both the SmackDown main eventers. The Miz is here, and he's here to stay. and we have our show 93. Very good. Kind of, I've kind of been I've just been very busy, so if I sound kind of off, that's also it. Probably also why I forgot the fucking goddamn name of the shitty fucking Mrs. Skull crushing finale. Fuck, that's what it was. This fucking episode's been weird. I'm kind of rushing to get this one out because I just wanted to have something for you. But Extreme Rules will not be rushed. That will be a love letter wrapped up in a bow and everything. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But Extreme Rules is coming, and the USPW save is also coming. I mentioned before I have to redo it essentially, like the first episode. I'll probably get the first episode, maybe the second one, before I also have to kind of move back to where I was now that I've been in this place for a while. And I'm also working on a movie script, as I said before. So I'm doing a bunch of shit, and I've just been very busy, and I've had no time for the wrestling simulator game. But that's about it. Also, I will put a link in the description. My good friend 64 is doing his own WWE save on TEW 2020, and I want you to go over there and check that out. If you don't, I will cancel the save and I will fucking stab you in your house. So yeah, do that.